Before cycle test, what we had learned in the last classes? Anybody can recall and tell me what we had learned in the last classes before cycle test? That is rounding of numbers. So in last classes we had learned about rounding of numbers. Now let's see the next heading, that is Roman numerals. The next heading is Roman numerals. Roman numerals is nothing but the way to count the numbers. Is the way to counting the numbers. Please take down notes also, okay? So here, Roman numerals, which is nothing but Roman numerals, we are using here to count the numbers. By using the Roman numerals, we are counting the numbers. So here, the next one is, in ancient times, Romans are used letters to write the numerals. So here we are going to learn about Roman numerals. Roman numerals, which is nothing but it is a way to count the numbers. So in ancient times, Romans are used letters. Romans are used the letters to count the numbers. They are using, in Romans are using the letters to count the numbers. Okay. Once again I repeat, Roman numerals, which is nothing but is the way to count the numbers. The next one is, Romans are used letters to count or to read and write the numbers. Is it clear, children? Here, third point is, we also use Roman numerals in our daily life basis. In our daily life basis. For example, watches, clocks, and the label of classroom. So once again, good morning Ajit. Please listen the class. So here, the Roman numerals, which is used for to count the numbers. So in ancient times, Romans are used letters to read and write the numbers. They are using the letters. By using the letters only, they can able to write and read the numbers. Here, we also use the Roman numerals in our daily life basis. For example, watches, clocks, and label of classroom. Here the examples, we are using the Roman numerals in watches, clocks, and label of classroom. I'll give you the examples, that is real life examples. Please listen here. Okay. Now you can able to see this. Okay. Here, 1 means it can be represented as a number. Okay. Here, I stands for Roman numeral. Here the Romans are used the letters to count the numbers. So here I stands for 1. I stands for 2. I stands VII stands for 7. VIII stands for 8. IX stands for 9. X stands for 10. XI stands for 11. XII stands for 12. So here you have seen this clock, I think. Yes. So here the number 1 can be represented as I. So the Romans are used letters to count the numbers. Here they are using the letter I for 1, I for 2, I for 3, IV for 4, V for 5, VI for 6, VII for 7, VII for 8, IX for 9, X for 10, XI for 11, XII for 12. It is a real life example we have seen daily in our life. Is it clear, children? Once again, I repeat this. So Roman numerals. Yes, Roman clock is look like this. They won't use 1, 2, 3. They are using only I. Only, okay? Is it clear, children? They are using this term only. I. They won't use the numerals. Okay? The I can be represented as a Roman numerals. The letters can be represented as a Roman numerals. Is it clear? Just go and search your Google and check the Roman numerals clock. You can see this type of a clock. Okay? Okay. Once again, I repeat this. So what is meant by Roman numerals? Roman numerals, which is nothing but it is a way to counting the numbers. And the second point is Romans are used letters to read and write the numbers. And the third point, here we are using the Roman numerals in our daily life basis. For example, we are using in our watches, clocks, and label of classrooms. Just remind, in our school, for each classes it has given a label. That is grade 1. Is it clear? Can you remember this? It has given us grade 2. Yes. Okay, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. It can be labeled like this. Grade 4. Can you remember this in our school? For each classes, very good. For each classes, it can be labeled as grade 1, grade 2 means we have to be represented as I. Grade 3 means we have to be represented as I. Grade 4 means it can be represented as IV. Can you remember this? For each classes, the label has been given. Here we are using Roman numerals. Yes, very good, Harit. Is there any doubt regarding the introduction? So no, Roman numerals, which is nothing but it is a way to calculate the numbers. Very good, ma. So second point is Romans are used letters to write the numbers. And the third point, Roman numerals we are using in our daily life basis. For example, watches, clocks, and the label of classrooms. Now, let's see the next one. Difference between Roman numerals and Hindu numeral. Hindu Arabic numeral. So here Hindu Arabic numeral, and this side is Roman numeral. So the difference here, we are going to learn about the difference between Roman numerals and Hindu Arabic numerals. Hindu Arabic numerals has 10 symbols. Hindu Arabic numerals have 10 symbols. Okay, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So Hindu Arabic numerals, which is nothing but we are using the numbers, no, that numbers can be said that Hindu Arabic numerals. The numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these numbers can be said as Hindu Arabic numerals. Once again I repeat, Hindu Arabic numeral has how many symbols? It has 10 symbols, which starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Each symbol can be represented as digits. Each symbol can be represented as digits. Is it clear, children? So Hindu Arabic numeral, which is nothing but we are using the numbers. That numbers can be said that Hindu Arabic numerals. So Hindu Arabic numeral has 10 symbols, which starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And each symbol can be represented as digits. Each symbol can be represented as digits. Now, let's see what is the Roman numeral. So here, Roman numeral has 7 basic symbols. Roman numeral has 7 basic symbols. Each symbol can be represented in capital letters. Each symbol can be represented in capital letters. That is, I stands for 1. Very good. First, we have to know the basic letters alone, okay? Don't go for all the letters. I stands for 1. V stands for 5. X stands for 10. L stands for 50. C stands for 100. D stands for 500. And M stands for 1000. So once again I repeat, in Roman numeral it has how many symbols? 7 symbols. So each symbol can be represented in capital letter. Each symbol can be represented in capital letter. Here the basic symbols are, what are the basic symbols? I stands for 1. V stands for 5. X stands for 10. L stands for 50. C stands for 100. D stands for 500. And M stands for 1000. Is it clear, children? So here, in Roman numeral, there is no 0 in Roman numeral. Always the number starts from 1. In Roman numeral, there is no 0. Always the number starts from 1 alone. Is it clear now? Once again, I'll teach you once again. Please listen carefully. Please listen, then you can give me the answer. When I ask you, you can give me the answer. First listen. So here we are learning about the difference between Roman numerals and Hindu-Arabic numerals. So what is meant by Hindu-Arabic numerals? The normal numbers can be represented as a Hindu-Arabic numeral. It has 10 symbols. So the symbol starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And each symbol can be represented as digits. Is it clear, children? So Hindu-Arabic numbers have 10 symbols. It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And each symbol can be represented as digits. Here in Roman numeral, it has how many symbols? It has 7 symbols. Each symbol can be represented in capital letters. Each symbol can be represented in capital letters. That is, I stands for, anyone can say, I stands for 1. V stands for 5. Very good. V stands for 5. Okay, M stands for, very good, very good. M stands for 1000. Very good, Keshwa. M stands for 1000. D stands for, very good, Hannah. Shriti, very good. Very good, Shriti. Pratiksha, very good. Super. D stands for 500. Tanishka, super. And L stands for, very good, Mitra. L stands for, very good, Shriti. 50, super. L stands for 50. X stands for X, not I. X. Very good. 10. X stands for 10. Super. Ajit, X. I am asking about X. What is the letter? X can be represented. X can be represented as 10. Okay. Then C stands for 100. Very good. These are the basic symbols we have to know in Roman numerals. Okay, children? Is it clear now? That is, I stands for 1, V stands for 5, X stands for 10, L stands for 50, C stands for 100, D stands for 500, and M stands for 1000. Is it clear now? Does anybody have any doubt? No. Okay. Can I go for the next one? Okay, ma. So I'm asking one question. Is 0 is there in Roman numerals? 0 is there in your Roman numerals? No. Very good. Very good. So here, always the Roman numeral starts from, from 1. Very good. Very good. Super. So here, there is no 0 in Roman numeral. The Roman numeral always starts from 1 alone. Very good. Now, let's see the next one. The next one is Roman numeral chart. Please take down the notes also. Okay. Here, can you tell me I stands for 1? Super. I stands for 1. Next one. I stands for, no. I. That means you have to be add the value. I stands for 1. Again, one more I is the back of next one. So we have to add both this. 1 plus 1, 2. So I can be represented as 2. Very good. The next one. I. I stands for 1. Then again I is there. Again we have to add 1. Then again I is there. So again we have to add 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1. 3. Super. So here I stands for 3. The next one is IV. IV stands for 4. Super. Then V stands for V. Very good. V stands for 5. The next one. VI. VI stands for 6. VI stands for 6. VII. VII stands for 7. Well done, ma. The next one is VIII. Very good. VIII stands for 8. Then IX. IX stands for 9. X stands for X. We have learned in the basic symbols. Very good. X stands for 10. Once again, I repeat this. These are also the basic symbols. I already told you in Roman numeral, you are not using the value 0. Always it starts from 1 alone. Okay. So here the letter I stands for 1. I stands for 2. I stands for 3. IV stands for 4. V stands for 5. VI stands for 6. VII stands for 7. VIII stands for 8. IX stands for 9. And X stands for 10. Is it clear now? So once again, I will exchange their letters and ask you, if you know, you can tell me the answer. Okay? I'll teach you. Please wait. Now, can you tell me what is this? I stands for? Very good. I stands for 2. V. The letter V. Very good. Super. Tanishka, Danshita, Keshwa, Pratiksha, Hana. Very good. V stands for 5. Very good. Very good. Manarayan, Elhana. The next letter. VIII. No, just check and tell me. Very good, Tanishka. VIII. Very good. 8. Super. Here. What is the letter? X can be represented. Very good, Harit. X can be represented as 10. Very good, ma. Aditya, super. Super, Mitra. The next letter, IV. IV stands for? IV. IV stands for 4. Well done. Well done, ma. VI stands for? VI. IV stands for 4. VI stands for 6. Very good. IX. IX stands for 9. Super. IX stands for 9. I. I. 3. Super. Okay. Now you are all clear up to 10? The Roman numerals up to 10? You're all clear now? Okay. Now let's see the chart. Here the value I stands for 1. I stands for 2. I stands for 3. Very good. V stands for 4. V stands for 5. VI stands for 6. VII stands for 7. Well done. VIII stands for 8. IX stands for 9. Super. Then X stands for 10. Can you tell me the next one? XX. XX stands for XX. Harid, super Harid. Very good. X means it can be represented as 10. One more X means it can also be represented as 10. 10 plus 10, what is the value we get? 20. Well done. So X can be represented as 10. Again, X is there. So it can be represented also 10. So 10 plus 10, 20. Super. The next one is X. So X can be represented as 10. Here we are having 3X. So 10 plus 10 plus 10. 3 tens are 30. Well done, ma'am. Super. XL. So here XL can be represented as 40. Very good. L can be represented as 50. The next one, LX can be represented as 60. LXX 70. LXXX, that is 80. Then how we can represent 90? XC. So here the 90 can be represented as XC. XC can be represented as 90. Is it clear now? So X can be represented as 10. XX means 20. XXX can be represented as 30. XL can be represented as 40. L can be represented as 50. LX can be represented as 60. LXX can be represented as 70. LXXX can be represented as 80. XC can be represented as 90. Very good. And C can be represented as 100. Well done, ma. Very good, very good. So the remaining 100 values I have to see in the next class. Okay. Is there anybody have any doubt regarding today's class? Please go through once again by using your book. You can able to understand. Does there anybody have any doubt? No. Yes, let's see on tomorrow's class. Let's see the values of hundreds on tomorrow's class. Okay. Okay, ma. Please practice at home. Then only you can able to solve all the problems. Okay. Thank you, students.